It's March the 21st, 2014. And we're here. It's the grand reopening of Stone Soup. And today on the show we're talking to Chris Robarge.
Hey!
How's it going, Chris?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you excited to be in Stone Soup, man?
I am so excited to be in Stone Soup. I can't freaking wait to actually be fully operational here, but we're so close.
So you guys are moving the ACLU office in here?
Correct.
What's it going to be? I guess I have to wonder, are there any concerns about running an office out of a community center?
Maybe for somebody. I don't know. Not for me. I'm really excited about it. I mean, one of the things we've been working on over the last couple of years at ACLU is, we've always had lots of lawyers and we've always had lots of legislative folks to do, governmental lobbying type stuff. But we've never really had a field program until a few years ago. So this is kind of just the next extension of, getting out where the people actually are and having direct contact with folks and finding out what's going on.
You have a super diverse crowd in here too.
Definitely.
Well, thanks for talking to me, man. Good luck in the new office. Who else is here? Asa Needle, hi.
Hello.
Welcome to television.
Thank you very much. Oh, I'm ready for my close-up.
The Worcester Roots office has moved in here now, right?
It has. It looks amazing. You have to go upstairs and check it out.
What's the new Stone Soup feel like?
The new Stone Soup feels like the old Stone Soup, but subtly different, transformed. There's a sense of power and immediacy to everything. I think that just like the fact,
None of that do I believe.
No, really? Well, it's the sense like in the old Stone Soup, it's like, okay, this is like this cool thing we're doing, but you sort of take it for granted how amazing it is. Whereas like I'm taking nothing for granted now. Like literally, like every time I walk into a room, every time I talk to a new person about what they're doing, every little interaction, every like new look on someone's face when they're like, really, that's like a thing that exists in Worcester is like I just appreciate it every single time because I know how fragile it is and how like unlikely and lucky it is that we have it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Have most of the groups who are going to be here moved in yet?
They have. They're all. I mean, a lot of them are up and running. Epica's still moving in, but Worcester Roots is absolutely up and running. We have Finna Bombs using this kitchen over here. We have the ACL moved in upstairs. It's definitely like a feeling of being lived in, of having Curtis. Yeah.
Can we get Jen Bird on?
Yeah.
Let's see. Hi.
What do you want?
Jen Burt, the president of Stone Soup.
We did it!
That's fantastic. So the place has been occupied for a month now?
I think so.
Officially?
That sounds about right.
And everybody's moving in?
Everyone's moving in. Almost everyone's moved in. Epica's in the process of moving in this upcoming week, but everyone's here. Slowly getting everything set up. Stuff is already happening. The other day I was here, there were 3 events happening at once.
How does the new building feel as a building to operate out of?
It's great. I was just saying to someone, it's like the old building, it was flawed.
Yeah.
This one's so much bigger in area, and there's a big event space, and
it has sprinklers.
There's sprinklers, so in theory, it's not gonna burn down again.
Does it actually have radiant flooring?
There's radiant flooring.
So there's a radiator under this floor.
It's warmer.
It doesn't feel that warm.
We might not have the heat turned up that high.
Does it feel warm?
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of people in here.
I don't believe it.
I can show you the things.
Down in the
basement.
Can we go in the basement?
We can go in the basement.
All right.
All right. Now we can see all the people here.
Be in this world. Oh my God.
I wish I could see it. That was
Yeah. Hi, Steve.
I only know.
Never mind. The door's locked. I don't have my keys.
All right. Well, anyway, you're telling me there's. So there's some sort of sweet radiator down there.
Radiating flooring. We have the top of the line boiler, so we don't spend any money, barely, on gas. It's great.
I'll tell you what feels amazing to me is this back room now. It's got lights, it's got white paint, it's way drier.
I know, this just did not be all over here.
It's better in every way. I'm going to go try to find Kaylin. We're going to talk about
okay.
Worcester.
Very, very little bit. For me, like being a country kid, like being out. Yeah.
Hi, Dory. How's it going? Kaylin, how's it going?
Oh, sorry.
What?
Sorry. That's good. Yeah. Sorry.
We're just here celebrating the reopening of Stone Soup.
Wait. Sorry. What?
We're just here celebrating the reopening of Stone Soup, right?
Yeah.
And you're here with the Worcester Roots Project.
Yep.
What is Worcester Roots up to these days?
Well, Future Focus is definitely starting to kick off. We have the 2 youth programs, Talk to Soy Buses and YSC, which recently merged, and so we've been doing a lot more outreach, public events, and we're trying to get more yards in.
Okay, and you guys do like landscaping. Is that you guys landscaping kind of stuff?
Yeah, we do landscaping. There's a lot of lead in Worcester, so it's about trying to. I'm sorry.
Get the lead out of the soil?
Yeah, we're trying
somehow.
to get the lead. We get the lead out of the soil. We can't. It's pretty hard to. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry. We do a lot by. We do mostly covering soil. And it's because that's what we can afford to do. But yeah, and we teach people also safety tips along with it, so they can identify it and have a safer home for like kids, for the kids and animals and them themselves.
That's amazing. Are you doing Future Focus stuff?
No.
What's Future Focus? Who should I talk to about Future Focus?
I know Matt does.
Matt Feinstein.
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'll track him down.
Okay,
Cool.
sorry.
Anyway, thanks. Hi, Shane. Can I ask you about the HX?
Okay, what do you want to do?
Let me come around this side of you for sound reasons.
Okay.
Shane Capra, representative of the HX Library. Now, there used to be a library in Stone Soup back in the day, the Firecracker Library. It had political books, anarchist books, environmental books, whatever kind of books. A lot of it was damaged by smoke and water in the fire, but not all of it. And it has been kept alive. It has been nurtured these 5 years, and now it's back. It's back in Stone Soup in the back room there.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going pretty well. Do you want me to give like the full history going on there?
Yes.
Okay, so from what I understand, the Firecracker Library was started by a bunch of goofy like 90s anarchists, and they had an info shop, like a free store, and they had a library, but also they were trying to sell books to make rent, which never seemed to work out.
Right.
I don't know why, but so they moved around a lot, and then finally they were in the basement. And then, as the basement was closing, it kind of got moved into Stone Soup, but it didn't have a really steward or anybody coordinating it anymore.
Right.
So it was just kind of in a back room. You guys
Worcester,
put it
Worcester
on the
Indie Media.
walls.
I'll tell you, just for historical accuracy, Worcester Indie Media built beautiful shelves. Pat Moriarty masterminded this.
They were pegboard shelves.
They were pegboard shelves, and we put up all the books, and then we were just like, I don't know what we're supposed to do with these books. And people volunteered off and on to be librarians. People, especially college students who were studying to be librarians, had all kinds of exciting ideas, and I think had all sorts of organizational schemes around it. But I never had a sense of how much it was used back in the day.
From what I understand, when it was in Stone Soup, not too much. It wasn't organized by genre that well, and it wasn't cataloged. I know there was lots of schemes involving Jen and Matt Fox to catalog, but then the fire happened.
Right.
And one of the things that I first got involved in Stone Soup through Earn a Bike and then Food Not Bombs, and now I'm doing Worcester Roots in the HX, but when the fire was, when we were doing cleanup, we were taking all these old books and like putting them in crates, and I was like, oh, this is a shame. There's nobody even gonna like restart this project. It's just gonna rot somewhere. So Callista, Jen Burt, and I decided we would run this small library out of my room, which ended up lasting for 2 years. It was always the eternal Stone Soup will be done in a year. You can move it out of your room.
And people dropped by and used the books, right?
Yeah, people did, but then we moved it into a living room for 2 years, so I didn't have to hide my bed in the closet anymore. And finally we're back after 4 years of having a room full of books. But we've like vastly expanded the library, including a lot of brand new published works. lots and lots of genre fiction if you're a big sci-fi nerd.
Now, I assume this is not going to be like a well-supervised library. Like, there's not going to be a librarian on duty.
There's going to be library shifts,
Okay.
but there's also going to be a system where you can just check it out if you want. So
Oh,
the
right.
librarians are mostly going to be running events and things like that.
Okay.
Sort of acting as a sort of, hey, welcome to Stone Soup sort of person.
So if people want to come by and borrow some science fiction classic or some anarchist whatever,
Yeah.
people want to borrow Seeing Like a State. Do you have a copy of Seeing Like a State?
We don't have a copy of Seeing Like a State. We have The Art of Not Being Covered by James Scott. Though.
Good enough, good enough.
Close enough.
But people can swing by and borrow some James Scott,
They can.
whatever they need. Cool. Well, thanks for talking to me, man.
You're welcome.
Is there somebody around here from Africa? I'm looking for Africa.
Not
Ernebike
in
people.
my vision. I would check the big room.
All right, we're gonna go research into. Oh, can I talk to you about Ernebike? Can I talk to you about Ernebike for television? Both of you guys?
Yeah,
This is Sue, your name's Sue, right?
yeah, I'm so.
And what's your name? Matt. Matt, it's nice to meet you. You can finish chewing. How is Ernebike doing? Ernebike's still in the basement. Still is moved back to the basement here, right?
We were working on the space, improving the space. It would be ready to open the 5th of April.
Okay, so early April, all the bikes will be down there.
Yes. Now the bays would be all set. We'd have it all painted, the floor done up nice. Office.
There's gonna be an office.
Yeah. And a little area where we'll be selling items too, mementos.
That's amazing. That's amazing. For people who don't know about Ernebike, what is it?
It's actually a community program where we train people to fix and repair bikes, and in return, they put in, like, depending on the children 5 hours, adults 10 hours, they earn a bike in return, or they earn bike parts if they want. So, you want to add to this?
Yeah, and we're just a space where anyone can come down and either, yes, like Sue said, earn bikes and parts, or if they already have a bike but they need, specialized bike tools that either cost too much to own or you just don't have laying around your house, they can come to the shop and use our tools and our knowledge, so to fix the bikes themselves.
And right now, you guys are on Cambridge Street.
Right now,
We're downstairs.
It is downstairs for real. This is officially where it is.
Everything is downstairs. It's actually all in one room right now.
and in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay. If people want to come by and get involved, like what days of the week, how do people do that?
So to get involved, we have orientations every Saturday at 11 a.m.
Okay.
And so the first thing to do is to come to an orientation. And at the orientation, you'll learn about who we are, what we do, what you're going to be doing for your hours, volunteering, and then also learning about maybe a few basic bike skills and also learn your way kind of around the shop. But if you can't make that orientation, then you can just email us, and we're very flexible, so we can figure out a time to do that.
Awesome. I earned a bike at Ernebike. I'm very proud to say that. I wonder, how did you guys get involved with Ernebike?
I read about it on the internet.
Okay.
Now, I was interested in learning to repair bikes, more so than I needed a bike, because I already had my own bike. So once I got involved with it, I couldn't stop. I just kept, I was enjoying it so much. I've been there 2 years, over 2 years now. I'm having a good time still.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Had you ever been to Stone Soup back in the day before it burned down?
No. I did live in the city, but I was relatively new to the community. So it wasn't until I actually bought a house in Southbridge that I learned more about Worcester, even though I lived in Worcester for about 4 years before that. So.
How does the space downstairs work? Just compared to like the previous space that you guys have been in.
Cambridge Street?
Yeah.
Higher ceilings.
Higher
ceilings, a lot more space.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. We had a lot of things in file cabinets that we couldn't take out, like we have T-shirts. We have all these things that we can only bring into events and not have out on display. With the new space, we'll actually have sitting room, people can relax. We'll have the office, not crammed into part of the shop like it was on Cambridge Street. And we'll be able to take items out that used to be in cabinets for people to purchase. So it'll be a big plus.
Well, congratulations on moving back in here.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for talking to me, guys. Let's see who else is here. Where is Asa?
That's great.
Where is Asa? Oh, there's Gwen Davis. Gwen, can I talk to you for television real quick? Here we have Lucelia, and we have Gwen.
Trying to get my shiny head.
How's it going?
I don't wear wigs.
So you and your husband Gordon, Do you have an office in Stone Soup now?
We do. We do.
What is the office for?
It's the discrimination advocates.
Everybody who's been I've been interviewing keeps cracking up. Is it just delight from being back in the building?
I'm just giddy at being part of Stone Soup tonight. Discrimination Law Advocates, that's the name of it.
Okay, and what are you guys doing?
We work with people who feel they have been discriminated against, either along racial lines, gender lines, age discrimination, and we try to let them know what their rights are. And we're not lawyers, but we just advocate for them and are familiar with the mass statutes and things of that nature. And we've got quite a few people calling, and it's a pleasure to try to help people.
So you guys help them understand a little bit about how the process works and things like that?
Right. Say someone has been has been terminated from a job or something to that effect, and maybe they're an employee at will, but there's still rules that the employers have to follow, even though you're not in a union type situation. And he also represents people who are in unions as well, things like that. So.
Now you and Gordon have been very politically active in Worcester for a long time.
Yes.
But this is like more of a new project for you guys.
This is more new, and it more or less evolved when we lost our jobs.
Okay.
We're part of the army of the unemployed right now.
Okay.
So we decided to turn it onto its head, turn a negation of a negation, turn it into a negative into a positive. And so I help him, and we've been doing this since 2011.
Okay.
And I'm really learning. Every day is a learning experience for us as well.
And I just sort of wonder, like, what? I mean, maybe you can't say individual cases, but like, what sorts of situations? What do your clients look like?
They're working class people. Some have even been supervisors that have come to us. Some have been police officers that have come to us. Yep. And people who may be termed because of maybe they speak another language and the job is hostile to that particular language where they want people to speak English only or things of that nature. People who may experience discrimination in housing. Maybe it's someone who has children and maybe the landlord doesn't want a tenant, a young mom with kids. Different types of things. People with disabilities have come forward and tried to help them. He could probably go into it. This is probably going to be a lot.
Good luck with the Stone Soup office. Thanks for talking to me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. It really is. I love Stone Soup, and I'm so happy that they're in the community and we're a part of it. So.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Mike.
I want to see if we can find somebody who can let us in the basement, maybe. Can we get into the basement?
All those little seeds of hope and seeds of really important projects.
We're going to record Matt Feinstein.
So this next song is, it uses the metaphor of a pine tree. There are these real pine trees that only spread their seeds when there's been a forest fire. 2 years we had been swayed with strong winds from every side. On our branches we've been perching, rockets chirping all inside. Cozy homes we had been building, as our roots deeper down they grow. Neighbors of every feather flying, many we had yet to know. Well, the fire can only injure her. She won't be taken down today. She may have taken quite a beating, but that great pine is here to stay. concrete shows no signs of fertility. Her roots here will surely not grow. Only after great big fiery blaze of her seeds will she ever let go. Reach her of change and consciousness, we sing that one day all will be free. We hear each call as powerful, we paint a Mars society. And the fire can only injure her. She won't be taken down today. She may have taken quite a beating, but that great pine is here to stay. Alarms spark up late that night, flames reach up into the sky. Smoke chokes us out and water nearly drowns us, cinched to make the full moon cry. No great phoenix will arise from these ashes, no grand savior from way up high. But each pine cone knows to open up with seeds and beaks. Off will fly, and the fire can only injure her. No, she won't be taken down today. She may have taken quite a beating, but that great pine is here to stay. And late that first night, with the boarded up windows, the graffiti artists come out with their rattle, rattle. And they make the messages on all the boarded up windows that scream out into the night. Messages of resistance and defiance, saying, we will not be burned to the ground. No se puede quemar nuestros sueños. Out of these ashes comes life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jen talked a little bit about that process between the fire and the radio.
We're going to talk to Clifford here. Clifford, how's it going?
It's going good, man.
Come on in here. We got to talk to you.
Sure.
You were welcome back to the 508 show. You were on years and years ago talking about the rebuilding effort. You've been part of that effort. What does it feel like to be back?
It feels like when you wake up early on a Sunday morning and you realize it's Sunday, I can go back to bed. So you get back into bed, you pull the covers up, and you go, so comfortable. That's what this is like. This is like getting back into my stone soup bed and pulling up the covers all around me.
That is fantastic. Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
It's good to see everybody back.
Yes, it's really nice. It's very inspiring.
Have you guys already leaped ahead to the next phase of Stone Soup, or are you guys ready to see how this first one happens?
It's already underway. You know, there was never really a respite. Really, all the people that were involved have remained involved, and people who we didn't know before have showed up and contributed and are continuing to contribute. So really, it's just the ride goes on, you know.
That's been one of the remarkable things to know that people. I mean, the people who were in this building 5 years ago. Have not lost touch. Have kept having many meetings.
Yeah, everybody's still around. Everybody's still here and still doing their thing. And remains involved.
Epicus back in the building. Toxic Soul Busters back in the building. Bike's back in the building.
Yeah.
The books are back in the building.
Yeah. And on and on and on.
Well, congratulations, man.
ACLU.
New stuff. It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Happy ending.
Yeah.
Happy ending to a crazy story.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks. All right, guys. It's Stone Soup. People should come down. It's 5 King Street.
4 King Street.
4 King Street.
4 King Street.
It's a great place. We'll talk to you next week. Bye, guys.